Perfect. Okay. First and foremost, let's start off something light, something This is just news of the year, annual news basically. So everyone knows the golden standard of dictionaries, Merriam-Webster. Every year they add some new words. This year, Merriam-Webster officially adds new slang to dictionary, including simp, thirst trap, mid, goaded, and bussin'. So just give it some more context. They officially added this year. They officially added 690 new words, including slang, to be in the dictionary, including some of the following words. Let's see some additional words that they've included in here. Go as you scroll through. Whoa, I'm not really catching all that, but they added Riz. No, you don't have to go. Just keep going. They added bussin', extremely good, excellent. That's bussin' with no G, by the way. It's just apostrophe.
Jesus.
Go on. Thirst trap, a photograph, such as a selfie or a video. I was about to say it's not only video. Photos. Video shared for the purpose of attracting attention or desire. Beast mode,
They
an
added
ex-
this?
an extremely aggressive or energetic style or manner, such as an athlete adapts temporarily as to overpower an opponent in a fight or competition. That's funny. Chef's kiss. This is a word and a new word at that. Gestures or satisfaction or approval made by kissing fingertips in one hand and then spreading the fingers in outward motion. Goated, considered to be the greatest of all time. We can relate to that over here. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, unidentified anomalous phenomenon. So there's two definitions for UAP. Huh?
Bro.
Oh my gosh. No.
Grammable. Grammable. Suitable to be posted for the Instagram photo sharing service. Yes. It's also called Meta actually. And last but not least, they have jorts, which this is kind of thing that's been around since the '90s, but fair enough. Shorts made of denim or jean shorts. So again, they do this year to year as the English language evolves. Of course, we gotta have new words. But I'm interested to hear from y'all real quick. What do y'all think about some of the selection of new words that the geniuses over at Webster, Merriam, have decided to include in the dictionary? Do you think that it makes sense to keep adding new words based on slang and the new generation and of culture and things of that nature, or do you think adding some of these words kind of like watered down the English language, so to speak? Like, should bussin' really does bussin' have to be in the dictionary? Does grammable have to be in the dictionary? What y'all think? What do you think, Ghost?
I mean, the English language as a whole is not too great in my opinion, but it's kind of beside the point. Like I'm thinking about it, and is there like what even is the point of adding words to the dictionary? Because I mean, outside of like spelling bees and stuff, we got Urban Dictionary, and like if you don't know something, you just look it up online. I don't know. That's
It's so
just
it's so they can be used in an official manner. You can officially use jorts in like a professional email at work.
but you could so something's not in the dictionary, you can't use it in an email at work.
Well, I'm obviously being a bit
Well,
facetious.
I'm just trying to think of what even is the point of the dictionary, which is kind of a wild question.
It gives
But
it means it's a credible word.
what does credible mean? That you can't use it otherwise?
I didn't think that we were gonna get this meta.
I'm just
I think the whole purpose is just to define the words. Like if somebody wants to look up the
okay, I
dictionary is what
guess.
defines it.
Yeah, I mean that is true, but again, we do got Google, but
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean,
if you consider Google as the dictionary, then Google would still need the words to be part of it as well. Like I would look at it more abstractly than just
okay,
Merriam-Webster adding them to the dictionary.
that
but
makes sense.
but Merriam-Webster is like the quote unquote
It
gold
probably
standard.
is where Google gets its definitions from, to be honest.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. So I guess the actual question. I mean, I I guess I don't have an issue with it. Some of the selections are a little suspect, but I don't I don't really care. I mean, we got Urban Dictionary, but if you do want to use something in a quote unquote official manner, I guess it does help. It's kind of weird. Some of the selections, like pure slang, is just I don't. It's gonna be out of it's like a fad that won't be used in the next 5 years. So it's just kind of strange, but I get it. I guess I don't have a problem with it.
got you, got you. Some slang persists. There's definitely words that we use these days that are like loosely based off like how words
Some
are.
slang persists, but you think we're gonna be using bussin' and grammable in the next 10 years?
No, busting definitely a word that they replace every like 5 months. What about you, Ace? What do you think of like some of these words being added to the dictionary? Some of these kind of slang words. Think it's okay, or you think kind of why is that in language?
Yeah, I mean, in general, I think adding like a language shouldn't it should be able to grow slash change with time. You have different technology, different concepts that need words to define them. To develop new words that help with defining those things, I think is it makes sense. Like the language has to be, has to be, um, it has to be a little bit dynamic to allow for stuff like that. But yeah, I think the last point that Ghost brought up is really the like where my thoughts lie on this. With some of the words, it's very unlikely that they're going to last very long, and it seems pointless to just to have definitions for words that either will only define something for a very short amount of time or could even change with time. Um and that seems to be counterproductive. Like, do you have to go and redefine a word if its
Hmm.
definition changes in the future? Especially if a slang word, like it seems counterproductive. So I don't know how Merriam-Webster determines which words should be added to the
That's a
dictionary.
good
Maybe
question.
they do something where they, look at a ton of text from whatever, from Twitter, like tweets or technical documents or whatever, and see what new words are added and what usage is, and use that to determine which could be a good start. But I do feel like there has to be the timeline of the words usage has to be pretty pretty strict too. Like I feel like the word has to have been used for quite some time in order for it to be added to the dictionary. Maybe you want something like 10 years. Just say, okay, let's add this. Not I mean, how long have people saying bussing? Like it doesn't feel like a very long time. Um and I was thinking back too, like I remember years ago Bootylicious got added to the dictionary, and that
Hey
caused a
yo,
whole not uproar, but like people were talking about it. And how many people are using that word now? Like it seems very pointless to add some of these words. So I
yeah,
think
yeah,
the criteria just needs to be like very tight or
yeah.
tightened.
Or at least if they were a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Transparent in how they go about it. But I
True, true.
mean,
I mean,
I
you
mean
could
to
probably
what you,
find it.
yeah, that's true. But to me, what you were saying, I mean, for Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch been going crazy for all his
Yeah, that is true. Like
all his
he
career.
had his big run in like 2012 or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
It's
yeah, I
kind of
think
strange.
beast mode, beast, like to describe that. I think that's been around a long time. To be honest, I used to think CJ invented that.
Yo, that's a reference. If you know, you know. Man, 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 I got a list of things I think CJ made. We're gonna talk about that one day. Yeah, and likewise, I think like mid's been around for a while. Goated, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the moral of the story? Are y'all gonna start being in y'all official emails at work? Hey, during that meeting that we went over the technical document, after reviewing, I think it was mid. Is that gonna fly?
It
I
really
mean, you still
depends on
have to
who I'm
speak. There's
emailing.
plenty of words in the dictionary that you can't say in a professional setting, so I don't think it'll
Facts.
make any
Yeah.
difference.
True indeed. True indeed. You know what's weird? I don't know if this was just me, but I can't remember if it was specifically because we had to. But do y'all remember when y'all were kids just going to the dictionary and looking up words? Not like not intentionally, but just you're just going flipping through the dictionary, finding new words. Is that me?
I didn't do that. I remember in fourth grade looking up bad words in class and giggling
Jesus.
with the other little kids, but
Fair
yeah, that
enough.
was just
No, I used to do that. I mean, like the encyclopedia and the dictionary, just mess around and see what was in there.
Yeah.
y'all are truly built different.
I mean, it was basically the internet back then, though.
Facts. We
Why
are
not read
fake.
a book
We
then?
are
What?
fake old over
I mean,
here.
encyclopedias I
Encyclopedia was a
get,
book,
but
yeah.
the
We're about to
dictionary,
talk
read a
about some
book.
old stuff later on these other topics. But
Wait,
the
hold on.
moral,
Quest, you're telling me that you would read the dictionary encyclopedia, but you weren't reading books?
well, let's be clear, and it feels like that's kind of like a shot. I used to read a lot of books when I was younger. I used to
Oh,
read like a
gotcha.
lot of books. I used to enjoy reading, and I found a lot of stories interesting. It's just in my adult lifetime. Nobody got time for that. When
Mm.
are they gonna they put like whole phrases in the dictionary? They gotta put that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Sorry. But yeah, if there's nothing else, we can move on to the next topic.